What's going on, gaming anime allies of the Shadow Army? Shadow Master here, and welcome to a review for Fire Emblem Heroes. In this video, I will discuss how good a new unit that just came out is, and tell you how good he or she actually is stat-wise, and recommend you some skill inheritance options for the unit, and tell you if it's worth putting some time into this unit. So today we're going to be talking about Joshua. Joshua is going to be the Tempest Trial reward for the coming Tempest Trial. That's going to be arriving on November 20th. And let's begin with his stats. His HP is actually overall pretty decent for a sword infantry unit. I mean, his HP is not high, completely high at all, but it's at least completely average. He can actually take a pretty decent amount of hits, as you can see here. His attack is actually pretty respectable for a sword infantry unit, and it's not completely high as some units compared to Ike, Ira, etc., etc., etc. But his base attack is overall pretty great. His speed is actually really respectable for a sword infantry unit, and especially in the fact that in Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, he was actually a Myrmidon. So base 35 speed is actually overall really great for him. His defense and res are spectacular for a sword unit. I mean, base 30 defense and base 33 res is overall great. Crazy even. 30 base defense and base 33 res is the exact stats. Exact def and res. Well, not the exact def and res, but Joshua has almost the exact def and res as Erica. And that is incredible. Overall, his stat-wise, he's actually very balanced. His signature weapon is Arhoma, which is the ice sword in Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones. And this is really fitting for him because he is the Prince of Johanna, and this is one of Johanna's sacred treasures. What it does is that it's a Might 16, accelerates its special trigger cooldown, so he's got Killing Edge built into the weapon, and it grants Res plus 5. Not plus 3, not plus 2, no. Res plus 5. That is incredible. With Arhoma, he's actually an overall balanced unit. With base 30 defense and 33 res, you can abuse Arhoma easily, because he gives so much of a boost to his res. He can easily be a Nino, a green check, easily, even a Nino check at that matter. He doesn't come with a special or an assist skill, which I find very weird. But he does come with a really good slot A. He comes with close defense, which makes him a complete versatile unit. Like the only two other people aside from Joshua that had close defense is Sigurd and Summer Tiki. And the fact that he has this and then the fact that he has this combined with this Arhoma is incredible. The fact that he comes with close defense out of the box is spectacular. His slot B is Wind Sweep. Again, another good skill for slot B skill for him, because the only one other person that had this is Alm. And unlike Alm, he has high speed, and that's just incredible for him. With close defense and wind sweep, it makes him an overall really versatile unit. And as much as I hate, and he's a really good unit for the summoner support too, because he can easily abuse the stat boost that he gets from the summoner support like Black Knight, Arden, etc. He doesn't come with a slot C, but again, he comes with good skill sets out of the box, and including his signature weapon, which is just incredible. Incredible. He can be even tankier than Sigurd, to be honest, because he has higher resistance than Sigurd, but has lower defense, really which is really understandable because of the fact that he has high stats all around. So now enough of that. Let's take a look at some skill inheritance options that I came up with. For for his weapon, you're gonna obviously want to leave Odd Homa because it's such a really good weapon. For his special skill, give him Moonbow because you're really gonna have to abuse the fact that he has a low cooldown count. So give him Moonbow. And for a slot A, you're gonna leave close defense because this is gonna be a budget build. For slot B, it could be optional if you want to leave Windsweep on there or not. But you can keep, but you can do Desperation, Swordbreaker, Axebreaker. You can do all those. Those are really good. Both all of those above are really good options for Joshua. For slot C, you're gonna have to run something like Attack Smoke, Speed Smoke, or Threaten Defense, because you're really gonna want to abuse the fact that he has high other stats all around, but he has average attack. Because you're gonna have to use skills that make him a more piercing unit. So give him Threaten Defense to say the very least. Or you could give him Defense Ploy or Attack Ploy that matter. If you Attack Ploy that matter, because he could be a really good tank all around. And for his Sacred Seal, run Distant Defense because you want to abuse the fact that he comes with close defense close defense from the box. So give him Distant Defense. If you give him this, he'll have 39 res and 36 defense, making him an unbelievable balanced tank. And here's another skill set I have in mind. I have in mind for instead of Moonbow, give him Igneous or Glacies because you really want to abuse the fact because again he has high def and res. So give him at least Glacies. For his slot A, instead of close defense, try to run something like Fury, because you want to make sure that you want to raise those high stats that he has, no matter what. Well, for his slot B, you're gonna want to leave Sweep because he has high defense, high speed, and you really want to make sure that Wind Sweep activates every time. So this is kind of like a speed god build, like is what I like to call it. For slot B, run Threaten Speed just to make sure of the fact that he activates Wind Sweep every time. And for his Sacred Seal, run Speed +3. So yeah, he'll have 41 base speed, which is incredible. And he has 200 raw stat total. And he has 200 stat total, which is incredible for someone like him. Now you could run Distant Counter for him for his slot A. But I would recommend that if you, but you could run Distant Counter on him too and use this build, but honestly, with Joshua's stats with his def and res, you're gonna have to make him tanky no matter what, or as tanky as possible. So give him at least. So I would recommend Distant Counter if you're running Speed +3 Seal, because in order to run Distant Counter, you need to have as much speed as you can to counter attack. Or you can or for his special skill, you can give him Igneous too, but it doesn't really matter because both of these skills run completely great for him. And for his assist skill, give him at least drawback, a reposition or swap. Though all those assist skills would be great for Joshua. So overall, Joshua is a really great and versatile unit, and I would highly recommend that you put some build into him, some time and care into him, because he can actually really pay off in the end. And I am excited to get Joshua because he is one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters of all time. You have no idea how hyped I am. And honestly, is actually the best Choose Your Legends hero in my opinion. Because his stats are overall really good compared to Dorcas, Lute, Mia, and who was the last? There you go. Yeah, he honestly compared to those other three, I see Joshua's the best in my opinion. So anyways, that is gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box down below. And make sure you subscribe so you won't miss any of my content. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night. See you guys later.